Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Small Engine Velocity. And today's video is about a video that I had done already for the CBR650R. A while back, I bought a taillight from eBay, and put it on. It was a cheap price. It was about 35 bucks or something like that. I thought it would look cool. It was gray. I'm gonna, give it a shot. I'm trying to find something cheap. Well, here's what it looks like. Before you turn it on, it looks pretty cool. It's gray or black or smoked or whatever it's called. And then when you turn on the bike, there's a little bit of red in there somewhere. I mean, it is a little bit of a problem when you don't have a lot of red on there. There's a little bit of a honeycomb in the middle, so whenever you pull the brakes, the center part is supposed to light up really bright, and quite frankly, it doesn't light up for crap. And then when you use the LED signal lights on there, they're supposed to be integrated and they're supposed to kind of move with the bike. They don't move so well. Now, that's probably partially because I didn't put the LED relay, but if you know the CBR650R, the relay, for some reason, is underneath the tank in the middle of the bike in a box where the ECU and all that other stuff is inside of. So it's like impossible to get to. So I tried to get away without it. But I found something just as cheap and just as good from somewhere you would never guess from this channel. Well, I got it from AliExpress. Anyways, let's go ahead and roll that intro. All right, so here's what I got from AliExpress. I feel weird saying that because I'm like becoming the AliExpress parts expert. Anyways, so if you look, the taillight is red now. It is no longer smoked. It has little sections inside of it. You imagine all you have to do is shine light through it and it'll be nice and red. It also came strangely with these giant resistors. They're so big. They look like they belong to like some kind of electronics project on there, but it came with it, so I assume it's going to work the way it needs to by causing resistance for the flasher to slow down. It also came with some inline taps for you to tap the wires. I'm not going to use these. These are great for if you want to test something, but like you should always take the wires apart and solder them or crimp them or something together to make them permanent. It also came with a connector for the three main taillight wires to plug into. You'll have to take the new pins and plug them into here so that they coordinate with what's already on the bike. Not too difficult because it's about the same colors, or at least two of the three colors are the same. So again, just like last time, you take off the back seat and you take a look, and there's the wiring harness underneath there. It's so convenient on this bike because each harness has the left signal, the right signal. It has tail light and has the tail lamp for the license plate color. It's very nice and easy to use. All in all, it's not going to be very hard to wire up. I'm running out of battery on my iPad, so why does this have to be so difficult? All right, just like in the other video, when you have to take it apart and you want to take the taillight off, you have to take the 10mm screw here that holds the latch for the back of the seat. Take that off. Then there's two screws over in the back behind each part of the taillight. You take those off, and then the taillight should just come right off. Mind you, when you're putting this back together, again, remember that you have to run the wires through there. You can't go over. You have to run it through whenever you're wiring it back up. A lot of the wiring in here, when I did it, I've used a lot of zip ties to keep it nice and organized. You're gonna have to cut any zip ties that are holding it together. So with the main harness, you'll just have to take the three wires and plug it into the provided clip that goes into there. Two of the three colors are the same. I didn't get this on video. And then plug that in. As for the tail light, you're gonna have to put these resistors in line. After a little bit of testing with the tail light, what I did was I went ahead and put the resistors on there permanently. I soldered them onto the ends of the cable on the resistor, and then covered it in some shrink wrap to keep it safe from grounding out on any object that it might bounce out around in the back of the bike. And of course, when you're done with your work, go ahead and review the wiring in the back of the bike. Make sure everything is nice and neat. I went ahead and took off the main seat so I could look underneath and make sure everything routes well. And I also made sure that the resistors wouldn't bounce around and put them in a nice spot, also zip tied together safely. So here's the test. All the other stuff I showed how to do in the other video. So if there's any part that I said in here that's missed, you can check out that video on how to wire it up. I did a pretty detailed job on that. But here's what the new taillight looks like. It's red, you know, I checked it as soon as I turned on the bike. It was a nice red center. It was very bright, you know, which is good because I've been told that the other taillight wasn't that bright. And then you got lefts, which was immensely bright and easily distinguishable when you're looking at the back of this bike that you are going left. Also with going right, very easily distinguishable. I like that you can tell that the brake pedal is being pulled. So let's do a side-by-side comparison. Here is the left signaling of both taillights, left signal, old bike, old taillight, new taillight. And then we got the right taillight signal, right, old and new also. And then we also have the brake light, braking and running light. Braking and running light. You tell me what you think looks better and what was worth the money. So all in all, in short, this one's better, the other one sucks. The AliExpress one took me a month, the other one took me like a couple of days, but in the end, they were about the same price, and the one I got on AliExpress was better. So in summary, the old one sucks, the new one's good. Just because it came from AliExpress doesn't mean that it's terrible automatically. You'll find some gems in there every once in a while. This eBay one was stinky. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.